Hey guys, Josh here with week 3 of relearning the guitar and trying to go from an intermediate level, why can I never say that, to an advanced level. So week 3 was good and I was able to increase my speed with a lot of the exercises, which you'll see in just a moment. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just do that now? Why don't we show some playing and then I'll talk later on about sort of my reflections. So here we go. So here are the exercises that I've been working on and the speeds that I can play them at this point. Okay, so here is the, what I'll say, efficient chromatic exercise at 85 beats per minute. I'm just going to start over. That one is still incredibly difficult to try to play clean. I assume it's just because trying to lift one finger at a time makes it incredibly complicated. But let's move on. Let's do the spider exercise. And that I've been able to crank up to about 140, but I'm going to do 130 just to do a little bit of practice. Okay, there's 130. Let's try 140. Come on. Ooh, that was pretty clean. Let's do 145. My hands are sweating. That was clean. I'll take that. Let's do 150. This is where things are going to get a little bit dicey. Yes, let's go. 155. Ooh, 160. I'm going to go for it. 165. I've never done this before, by the way, so we'll see. I can barely hear the metronome. I don't even think that was in time. Okay, so that's it for that exercise. Let's go back to chatting. So that should kind of give you an idea on where I'm at as far as technique and how fast that I can play. If you notice, one of the exercises I did change, and I'll talk about that in the reflection, but I changed the hammer on to actually working more with alternating just my ring finger and pinky to try to build independence with that. And so now I figured I would show you kind of how I do with improv. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a track on YouTube. There is this channel that I can't remember the name of, but I will show you all a backing track, and I'm just going to try to improv over it. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it's a 10-minute track, but I'll probably do maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm just going to do the first take for consistency going forward. You know, it could sound terrible, it could sound pretty good, but I'm just going to do the first take and kind of let you know where I'm at with that. So here we go. Let's check it out. Okay, so that was the improv, and it's definitely getting easier for me to switch between modes when I'm practicing, but now the trouble is trying to find phrasing that works well, trying to find licks that sound good, and overall just developing melodic playing while improving. And obviously, you know, if you can combine the two, that's great, and that's what I'm trying to work on week by week. But overall, reflections of the past week, my calluses are coming back, which is pretty cool. I can play longer now, and it doesn't really affect my hand much anymore. I can actually like feel them, which is pretty cool. I haven't been able to do that in a very long time. The other thing that I noticed is that and I talked about this a little bit previously, my ring finger and pinky independence is not good. But I think that's the case with a lot of players, and that's why I decided to switch from doing the hammer-on exercise to doing more of just trying to just literally just going from ring finger, pinky, and I don't know if that's the best method to go about doing that. I'm not like some formal guitar teacher. It just makes sense to me as a physical therapist and motor learning patterns that the more you work on something, the better it gets. So that's why I decided to do that. If you are someone that has some techniques that can also help build with ring finger and pinky independence, feel free to drop a comment. I'd love to see it. All right, so that's the other thing that I've been working on. The speed has definitely been getting better, which I am a fan of. And then the other thing that I'm still trying to train is my pinky still likes to go rogue. Like when I play, I don't know if you can see this, it's not, the camera's kind of far, but my pinky tends to just shoot out to the back of the fretboard. Like and it doesn't necessarily stay with the rest of the fingers. Now, when I need to call it into action, it does come back and pretty easily. But whenever I do play like an Aeolian mode, or you can even see like it just darts back. I'm not trying to do that. Like that's definitely not what I would want to have happen, but it just happens to be the case. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. I remember a past instructor said that he literally just taped his ring finger and pinky to train it. I don't know if that would really work, but maybe I'll give it a try down the road. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you have any recommendations on things that I should add to it to better help you out if you are also maybe learning guitar, just let me know. All right, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, give it a sub, and I will see you in the next video.